Okay, good morning, everybody. This is obviously a meeting of the Licensing Subcommittee B, and it's the 1st of March, St. David's Day, 2022. So this year is marching on. I have an opening speech to make now before we go into the agenda. Can I welcome all members and officers to this meeting of the Licensing Act 2003 Subcommittee B, which, due to government advice to practice social distancing, will be held virtually. The meeting is being recorded and will be available via the Council's website to be viewed as soon as is practicable following this meeting. Everyone participating in the meeting will be accessing this meeting from remote locations. Please could everybody ensure that mobile phones are switched off or onto silent mode. Members will have received an electronic copy of the agenda. I will ask officers to present a summary of the key points. For the record, the agenda can be viewed on the Council's website. Members and officers will be speaking at various points during the meeting, and those speaking may switch their cameras on at that point. But I would ask that, with the exception of myself as chairperson, at all other times you keep the cameras and microphones switched off, as this will help to minimize any background noise and interference and to ensure the connection remains as stable as possible. If any members and officers wish to raise a point or question, they should press the hands up icon on the screen hand at the top right-hand side of the Microsoft Teams window, and I will come to you in the order I receive requests. Please lower your hand once you have finished speaking. The chat button has been disabled for this meeting. Please do not use your microphone until I invite you to do so. Officers from Democratic Services will be supporting the meeting and will be monitoring the use of microphones throughout the meeting, and when necessary, will mute those not being used. I will now proceed to agenda business. So number 1 on the agenda is to receive apologies for absence from members. Excuse me. Are there any apologies, Andrew?
No, I have no apologies, Chair.
No apologies. Okay. Number 2, declarations of interest. To receive declarations of personal and prejudicial interest, if any, from members of Bleak officers in accordance with the provisions of the Members' Code of Conduct adopted by Council from the 1st of September 2008. Have you received any declarations, or are we got any declarations? No? Good. Okay. So we will go on to number 3, which is approval of minutes. To receive for approval the minutes of, first of all, the 8th of the 11th, 19. Have I a mover?
Move, Chair.
Seconder?
Second.
All in agreement?
Aye.
Okay. Minutes of the 12th of the 8th, 21. Mover?
Move, Chair.
Seconder?
Second.
All approved? Yeah. Thank you very much. And the minutes of the 20th of the 8th, 21. Have I a mover?
Move, Chair.
Thank you. Seconder?
Aye.
Second.
Okay. And all approved? Yeah. Okay.
Aye.
No dissent, so thank you very much for that. Number 4, urgent items. To consider any other item or items of business in respect of which notice has been given in accordance with Rule 4 of the Council Procedural Notes, and which the person presiding at the meeting is of the opinion should, by reason of special circumstances, be transacted at the meeting as a matter of urgency. I have no urgent items. 5. So we will go on now to the exclusion of the public. The minutes relating to the following items are not for publication, as they contain exempt information as defined in paragraph 12 and 18 of part 4 and paragraph 21 of part 5 of Schedule 12A of the Local Government Act 1972. As amended by the Local Government Access to Information Variation Wales Order 2007. If, following the application of the public interest test, the committee resolves pursuant to the Act to consider these items in private, the private will be excluded. the public will be excluded from the meeting during such consideration. So I'll just give you a second, Andrew, to do what you've got to do. And if you
Okay,
can come
Chair,
back.
if you could
you'll-
have, if we could have a mover and a second, Chair,
Sorry,
to
Move.
consider the using the public interest test.
sorry, I'm glad you're there. So can I,
Move.
thank
Move,
you,
Move, Chair. Second.
thank you. Okay, so number 5
If
is,
you can bear with me, Chair, I'll
no,
just
that's
stop
all right.
recording.